And that's about it.
And there we are, my friends. We are live
quite.
and doing Facebook Live. So we
Okay.
Go ahead. We have chicken of the week.
We have chicken of the week. We brought Claire in with the 3 babies that she's taking care of. But before we do chicken of the week, there's something that that I wanted to read. We have a friend. I'm not going to say the names, and because I'm reading this without permission.
Yeah, it was on
but
Facebook,
anyway,
but-
it's on Facebook. It's a friend of ours, a young lady who was born with multiple sclerosis.
Yes.
Okay. And are we sure? Is that what it was? I'm
believe
pretty
so.
sure. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and usually I think the lifespan of a child that is born with that, it used to be like 16 years old, but this young lady has beat the odds for quite a while. But this is a story of how, you know, when we're all talking about the COVID thing and stuff, this is the effect of what can happen to someone who is not part of the COVID thing, but was affected because of the regulations and stuff that happened. It says, update on Faith. I really can't put into words how difficult this post is to make. As some of you know, Faith has been in the hospital since December. In mid-March with the whole COVID situation. The hospital kicked me out saying I was not allowed to stay, but they would have very limited visiting hours. At this time, I had been staying with Faith nonstop. I begged them to let me stay at her bedside, told them I would pay for a tray to be delivered to the room for myself, and I wouldn't leave the room, anything to not leave her side because of all the mistakes and bad judgments I had already witnessed. Believe me, I tried everything to stay, but I wasn't allowed to stay. And then within a day or so, I was not even allowed in the hospital to visit her at all. Because of the CDC restrictions with COVID, it's been the hardest 7 weeks of our life. I've never felt so helpless, having to rely solely on phone calls to reach the doctors and nurses and feeling like they were not hearing my concerns, not being there to verify medications and dosing, dialysis orders, etc. It's been so hard, as they seem to be keeping Faith knocked out on massive amounts of pain medication. There was at times little communication with her. As the doctors are new each week and nurses are new to her health and expressing my concerns over the phone has fallen on deaf ears. There's been so many medical errors and issues, like giving her fentanyl 3 times when she's allergic to it. It should have been in her chart as an allergy, and it almost killed her. It's just been awful with her laying in bed so long, and from kidneys not working, she's been accumulating fluid between her chest wall and her lungs, and she now has what they called a trapped lung. So this pocket fills with fluid. They decided to place a Pleurex catheter in her chest so that it can be drained and she can go home with this type of chest tube. Doctors started talking about Faith being discharged a couple of weeks ago. We got a hospital bed, oxygen concentrator, drip feed supplies, all the necessary medical supplies delivered to the house. We lined up nursing and physical therapy. I've been like a new mom nesting for the arrival of the firstborn baby. So excited but not knowing what to expect. We were all so excited to see her and get her home. Doctors called me 4 days ago to say her liver was not doing good and she has jaundice. And they were still concerned about her high white cell count, which could be cancer. Then they called and said they would be discharging her this Tuesday and wanted me to come to the hospital for training about the Pleurex catheter and that I could take her home. Other visits and tests would be done outpatient. I got to the hospital on Tuesday morning and absolutely shocked when I saw her. She is skin and bones, absolutely starving to death. She might weigh 60 pounds.
Oh my God.
She's
Jeez.
She has bed sores all over her bottom. Her skin and eyes are dark yellow with jaundice. Her hair has fallen out. She is completely bedridden and hasn't really been out of bed but a few times. In the time I was gone, she can't walk or stand. It was all I could do not to cry my eyes out in front of her. I was horrified. Then all of the doctors came in and at once told me, sorry, but she can't be discharged, and she's in liver failure. And by the way, she has Pseudomonas bacteria in her lungs, and you can't take her home.
Oh, man.
I told them I was absolutely not leaving her again, and they needed to figure it out. Either they transfer her to a different hospital or something. I felt like they completely failed her. I refused to leave, and I've been at the hospital since Tuesday morning working on a way to get her home. It's been excruciating 3 days. But we are going home tomorrow. They're releasing her on hospice care. We worked out a way to still get dialysis. Leaving her here is not an option, and who knows when these COVID restrictions will be lifted. We're in the fight of our lives. We need a miracle, and although the road ahead looks impossible to travel, I know we serve a mighty living God, and there is nothing that he can't do. She said if she only had a month or whatever time to live, she doesn't want to die alone in the hospital. She wants to be home with her family. She's been here for 3 months, and her health has absolutely deteriorated significantly. So whatever time she has left on this earth, only God knows, but I'm not letting her be alone. And we are all devastated and completely heartbroken, but not willing to give up this fight. On top of everything, during all of this, Gary was hospitalized too with heart issues.
Jeez.
He is home now and feeling better. Praise Jesus. We could really use some prayers and positive thoughts for healing and strength. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, man. We've known those folks
Since
a
before we
long-
got married.
Yeah, from before we got married.
And before they got married.
Yeah.
And this baby, when she was born, the most beautiful baby I've ever seen in my life, and had health issues from like day one.
Yeah.
And just the most gorgeous little thing, and she was always very tiny. So they could use your prayers, and
Yeah,
that
definitely.
that's a mother's worst nightmare. 7 weeks. 7 weeks without being able to be by the bedside of your child who is in dire health, and that's uncalled for.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. But anyway,
So,
okay. So
so
now we have to do
just-
chicken.
yeah.
We really should have done this after chicken.
Sorry. I didn't realize the extent of the
Yeah,
deal there.
well, I kind of did.
Okay.
So
Well, all right.
anyway, so please
So definitely prayers.
pray for Faith.
Yeah, definitely.
She is a really sweet girl with a beautiful personality, and her family has just really they have just loved on her whole life, and so that's amazing. And I just hope y'all pray for her.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so our chicken of the week today is going to be Miss Clara and her babies. Miss Clara is a hen that I got from a lady named Pam Santana. I got her and Ruru together. They're siblings, and they're both frizzles. And she's the cutest little thing, and she's a really good mama, but she's really picky. So like I gave her one baby that was like not super healthy in her opinion. So she just went ahead and pecked it and left it to get cold.
Yeah.
But she is very picky. Yes, Miss Julie, I agree. So anyway, I'm gonna show you Miss Clara, or Dad's gonna show you Miss Clara, but her hair is doing kind of a weird little. Sorry, I didn't pin her wings.
There you go.
She's talking, and she has babies, so she's going to fuss. So Dad needs to take her closer to the camera to show them how cute she is. Now her crest right now is she's like baby. Pin her wings.
Here, right there.
Dad, pin the wings. That's
okay.
Clara.
She's okay.
You see her face? She's so cute. She's fussing because her babies are over here.
Yes, they
And
are.
those wings are
Powerful.
they're so she is considered a splash frizzle, and probably a blue splash frizzle, I guess. And she's got a lot of silky in her, so she's got her silky crest and her dark skin. It's kind of strange. There are people who consider silkies and birds with the dark skin a delicacy. Come here, baby. You suck it. You suck at holding birds, Dad.
I guess I
So-
do. Yeah.
So anyway, you're fine. So anyway, there are people. I know you bite me. So there are people who like silkies, who think silkies are a delicacy because the meat is really dark. It's kind of not, because we have actually processed a chicken and one of ours and eaten it, and I can't do the dark meat. It throws me off. It's kind of like when they made the Kool-Aid and they made like you had to like guess the flavor or something, and it was like green but it tastes like cherry. I couldn't do it because it was just I can't do it. And so yeah, anyways, it's the same thing with silky
Yeah.
meat. I don't think I could ever.
No.
It's just too weird. So anyway, so yeah, Clara is probably about 3 years old. She's a very good mama. One of her babies up here. She's one little baby up here who is cute. Okay, so this is her little frizzle baby. You can take this one. I'll take that one.
All right.
Take that one to the camera.
Camera.
That's a little blue frizzle, and I'm kind of sort of guessing that it's going to end up being a boy. Can you turn it so its face is facing the camera?
Sure. Sure. I'm
He sucks at holding birds,
do.
just so you
not
know.
going well today. There you go.
So that it's going to have a crest, and it's got frizzle wings. You can't really see it that way, Dad. There you go. There you go. Is that not the cutest little thing? So it's frizzling out. It's getting its little fender flares and its little tail. And we're going to see, hopefully it's a girl, but by, just personality compared to the other ones, it's kind of acting like a boy. This one, however...
Oh, poopy.
That's good.
There we go. That one there.
This one here is probably from my naked neck pin. It didn't naked neck out or anything, so it's probably just going to end up being a black chickadoodle, but it'll probably end up getting a crest in a little bit. Does it have extra toes?
I don't know. I can find out. Oh, there we go. Hello.
So it's
Hello.
just a cutie. Oh, did it poop too?
No.
There's poop on your computer.
That's the computer
That's from the
poop.
first one?
The computer poop is courtesy of the first one.
Okay, and then the third one is the one I like the most. If I can catch her.
There we go.
And I'm gonna say that this is going to be a girl, and she hasn't really she kind of hints that she's gonna frizzle out, but she kind of doesn't hint that she's gonna frizzle out, and but she kind of her stance and the way she holds herself kind of tells me girl, and I'll let Dad take her over there to you. She is probably considered a blue splash or a white splash.
Trying to let them do their own thing here.
And she's pretty cute. Can you turn her face? She's got some fluffy cheeks, and look how cute she is. But she hasn't. Her wings haven't told me what they're going to do yet. So she could still frizzle out. She could actually even kind of sort of silky out, maybe. But we'll see. That would be neat. I would really love for her to silky out like Maya.
Yeah, so there you are.
Little talker.
Yeah, definitely. They're
She
talking
cute.
this morning. Okay.
Yes. So anyway, and she is from my satin, my white satin hen. And her father is my little blue frizzle,
Well, don't be
little
blurry. Come on
roo-roo
now.
blue.
Focus in.
So anyway, yes, that's Chicken of the Week. And Chicken of the Week is brought to you by New Braunfels Feed. Right now, I think they have a bunch of production reds, if they haven't sold out of them already. A bunch of production reds of laying age. So if you want a chicken that is of laying age, like you take them home and they'll lay eggs. Now, sometimes you have to remember that you can take them home and they won't lay for a while, and you're like, well, why aren't they laying? Well, it's just because the chicken got stressed or whatever, and it's decided to either molt or wait for a while, but it should lay within the next month or two. But production reds or whatever, it's production reds, right?
That's correct.
Or did he get something else?
No, production reds.
Okay, so production reds are really good layers. They're kind of they're a mix with a Rhode Island red and something else. I can't remember what the other one is, Delaware or something. I don't know. And I'm sure Megan could tell me. But they're a very good egg layer, and they lay brown eggs. So they had probably 50 of them or something that they got. And then they, I think they got a shipment of birds on Tuesday or something may have been this week or last week. I don't know. So you can go there and you can get chicks. You can get your feed there. You can get your waters, your heat lamps. You can get your anything you need. You can get your hay and your straw for the chicks. You can get your vitamins there. You can get some of your medications, most of the medications, anything that you're going to need there. You do, for chicks, usually most people give them medicated feed at least for 2 weeks, because coccidiosis is something that is in the ground. It's in their poo and everything. And so they will be exposed to it, and they have to be exposed to it slowly so their body can build an immunity to it. And if it gets them too much, if they get too much of it at one time, you will start to see blood in the stool, or you'll start to see them acting kind of strange. When they do that, you need to treat them for coccidiosis. And it's very easy to do, and it's very common for the birds to have that. There are some feed stores and breeders who will who do the coccidiosis vaccination, and that's awesome if you can find somebody that can do that, or find a way to do that for your own birds. But we get pretty much everything from New Braunfels Feed, and they are awesome people. They're really sweet people. The place is really cool, really nice to go into. It's so much fun to walk into. They have all kinds of neat things and anything you could need for any kind of animals, including, caging wire and all kinds of things to build literally horse tanks just like anything you need for your farm. So that's that. New Braunfels Feed.
That's it. Hold on a second. Does it look blurry?
The camera.
This
Did you just show your belly to the world?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I don't think I did.
Okay, so do you want to give me, so while we're here, do you want to give me my Mother's Day gift?
So what I'm sorry for if there's any blurriness here. It could be one of the chickens that got on one of my keys over here, so it could have done something with the focusing. But anyhow, we were doing Chicken of the Week, and now today, the second half of it, I would like to do my Chick of the Week, which is going to be my wife.
Sorry.
That's right, my wife over here. Mother's Day coming up. She has got to be the most selfless person that I know. Yeah, she puts everybody in front of herself all the time. Yes, you do.
When bullets are flying, they're all in front of me.
and I'm hiding right behind her. Hey, there's a focus right there. It just focused in there.
It's just focused in.
And
I don't feel like I am that selfless.
Well, she is. I'm so proud of her for what she's done, how she's held us together, financially and um, mentally, physically. She goes over and beyond what is required, what she thinks is required of her to do, and so I put a little more thought into my Mother's Day gift this year, which for some you're going like, really? Getting her a meat processor? I don't know no.
Your dad did that to your mom.
Yeah, my dad did that, and I think
meat grinder.
anytime I get a gift for her, I think of, am I going to be my dad getting another meat processor for her, meat slicer? But we'll see. I thought I'd let her open up her gifts on the air this morning, so you can get a true reaction that she would probably fake very well. And people like Harley Hank and Megan, Caitlin Watney and Robin, thanks for watching this morning. Melinda, you get to see her reaction, going like, I don't know, we'll see.
What did
We'll
you
see.
get me?
There's your bag right there.
Gosh. So, gonk. It's heavy.
Look at the bag. The bag says
Happy everything.
Oh, you can't see it on that side.
Did you get that? Did you actually get that, or get that out of my box?
It's recycled like everything else we do. So.
It's out of my box. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Dun,
Here we
dun,
go.
dun.
So we should have a drum roll, but we'll see.
Here we go. Okay, what is the first thing? The first thing is
Made in China.
made in China. It's waterproof rubber vinyl.
Well, take it out. Take it out of the bag there and see what you got there.
It's it says cleaning fish blue.
Oh boy.
Did you give me a butchering apron?
It was actually just. It was,
Cleaning fish blue. It's a butchering apron for my necropsies.
but look at that. It's got designer pockets.
A butchering apron. I made a joke that you were gonna get me one.
I know that's why I felt so kind of womp 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 the other day.
Oh goodness!
A bit of a smile on her face. It doesn't matter.
Blue rubber vinyl fish.
Fish,
I
fish
don't.
apron.
I'm not. Okay, so who am I thinking of? Who goes fishing? Who fishes? Stan, I'm not cleaning your fish, so just so you know. But you can borrow my apron if you want to. Tan song made you smile. What? That's this.
You know,
It's
for this part open here or not?
plastic. Can I look at the back of the box and just see what it is? Oh, it has a fish. I'm not getting your fish. You don't fish.
Well, she's gonna gut me like a fish.
Kitchen shears for gut you like a fish.
There was a theme for this one here. You know, there's more times than none that you cannot talk
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh,
She
hilarious.
talks-
This is funny.
She talks about it.
This is funny. This is funny. Oh my gosh, these are awesome. Look at those suckers. Look at those suckers. Okay, so, oh my gosh, look at that. So is this like for deheading a quail?
Well, yeah, you could do that too, but it's, when you do your
I know
your,
that sounds
your
awful, doesn't it?
processes, it's for cutting bone and
Yes.
stuff too.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And so that's the thing, is that when I do the necropsies and when he makes me process a quail so he can eat it
But she,
again, these are for him, a gift for him.
now
Here, honey, can I borrow your? Okay, this is DDMS medical. Oh, medical supplies. Is it to give myself a breast implant?
ooh, that would hurt. That would hurt.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's got surgical stuff. Surgical, so that I can, says it have the blades. These are the blades, right? Special surgical. So it's basically so that I can, do my necropsies and
She can do. She's been so organized. She can do them.
I never
Correctly and-
understand. Like I never understand what this little. I need to ask a Jackie or something. Okay, what are these things for? That's what I need to do because she. That's really what I need to do. I need to take a picture and say, "Hey, Jackie, what is this
What are all
weird
these for?
part? This weird little."
So
thing?"
there you go. Now,
Okay, so
now next year,
exactly what I was joking about is what he got me. Butchering supplies,
butchering supplies.
necropsy supplies.
See, when you talk about it that way, necropsy supplies, it makes it sound a little more practical.
I can cut you like a fish.
Practical.
You should be very scared.
See, somebody says they're exciting. I was hoping you were going to get her scissors. So
Yes, but I need he steals my scissors. So
I'm
I
not
need
stealing those. I don't want
15
those.
pair of really good scissors, and I need sewing scissors, and I need it. Okay, so Alex brought me my sewing scissors, and I didn't realize it, and I cut into chicken bone with sewing scissors, so that was gone. So then he used my rotary cutter and broke the safety off of it, so I need a rotary cutter. And then the tiny little scissors that you use when you're doing the intricate needlework type stuff, I use that now for cutting off the skin flap on top of the quail's head that got
Scalped.
Yeah. So I use those to clip those little pieces of skin that flopped off of its.
So
Scalp.
I know they're not pink, but they. I hope I hope I don't end up on the top 13 list if she comments on. Can you believe my husband gave me this?
What Shannon gave her Mother's Day? She got necropsy equipment, butchering equipment.
But hey,
Hey, he didn't give me a butchering cone and a feather defeathering thing, so that's good. I
So
guess.
see now you see real reactions from real folks on what they get for Mother's Day.
That's funny. You're gonna have to go outside and pick me a flower.
Gosh. I'll use your scissors.
Don't you dare use my scissors. Those are off limits.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna make them shock everybody. I'm gonna put some sort of. They need to make a thing that you can put on all of your tools. That if it's you, it doesn't shock you, but if it's your husband, it shocks the crap out of you, so that you never ever touch the tools
Yes,
again.
indeed. So there we go. You see all the fun and goodies here live. What you don't see is behind the scenes once we cut out here. So, what you looking at?
Yes, Megan, it was a very thoughtful gift.
Yeah.
He did good.
Yeah.
I just love to tease him. He knows he did good.
So we're going to end the live video now, and hopefully you'll hear me on the other end of the microphone here in just a little while.
And I won't cut him like a fish.
Cut me like a fish.
The tools to cut him like a fish.
All right, we'll be we're done here, and so New Braunfels, Hank Strickland, New Braunfels Scissor Massacre 1.
Man dies because Mother's Day gift was fish gutting.
Sucky. Nah, I think she's okay. She'll
Man dies with woman's Mother's Day gift fish gutting scissors.
make it sound as best as you can. So, all right, see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, now we.